Right.
It's
just the bass. Right. I get it, and I
like
hate
that.
it.
Can you do that again?
I get it, and I hate it. Okay.
only when we're alone.
Oh.
Hello, good neighbors, and welcome once again to the show that is about everything and nothing all at once. With the hopes of bringing maybe just a teeny weeny, bitsy, teeny, polka dot, bikini bit of humor your way each and every time you listen. Whether you like us, whether you love us, or whether you hate us, we are proof that
There is a better podcast.
Over to my left, getting first billing this week.
Tony!
And across from me is
Sarah.
And I am D-Lo. As always, we love hearing from our listeners, and you can do that by emailing us at
There is a better podcast at gmail.com.
You can twat us at
There is a better than number one.
or you can tagra us at There Is a Better Podcast. Coming up in this episode, or the ep as we like to call it in the biz.
Oh, the biz?
The biz.
The app in the biz?
The app in the biz.
What is an EpiPen in the biz?
It is.
It's a pen full of episodes.
Yes, that's
And all the episodes come out of the pen.
that is precisely not it.
1, 2, 3, not it?
In very basic terms, these are the idiots in your neighborhood. That's what this episode is
I think
about.
I've heard that song.
These are the idiots in your neighborhood.
Although this says
Your
IDOTs,
neighborhood.
but that's
Yes.
all right.
Yes, that's exactly it.
These are the IDOTs in your neighborhood.
Beyond that, we are also going to crack open this. What is it?
It's a juicy pineapple.
It's like a pineapple.
It's a juicy pineapple.
It's a juicy pineapple.
We're
So
going to revisit the pineapple, actually.
Sarah had the idea to go ahead and blend in. So how do we say this? I forgot how we say it.
I think it was Pinaq.
Pinaq blue.
Pinaq.
Is Picard. Picard. No, wait, that's not right.
Are you able to read the label there?
Oh,
Pinaq.
No,
Blue.
read what it's about. Read the description.
just here.
Do
Read the description.
Well, see, I would do it,
This
but I
is
would be
the
struggling because
liqueur,
I can barely read that.
a product of Holland. Pinaq Blue. Pinaq Blue. It's
Okay,
gluten-free,
Holland.
vegan, a refreshing blend of exotic fruit juices, smooth Dutch vodka, and aged French cognac with hints of sweet saffron. It's a 17%
Okay.
ABV.
Good Lord.
Woo.
Okay, so here's the deal. I actually got this for Tony upon his birthday earlier this year, right?
Yeah.
Yes, this
February.
is all true.
And since, you know, and for those that aren't familiar with the liquor, it is shaped like a pineapple.
A shiny blue pineapple.
And I have had several people listen to the podcast and ask me, do you know what the pineapple's about?
Oh.
Do you?
No.
Does no and
Have we?
you
We've
just
had
read
a conversation
You
about
just
the
been a
pineapple.
conversation
well,
off
first
mic
of all,
about this.
Off mic.
read,
Oh, okay.
read a little bit of that description again. You don't have to go through the entire thing, but just give me a
Which
little bit.
part did you want to hear, sir?
Just a little
pineapple
bit.
part.
Just the ingredient part.
the
but-
blend of exotic fruit juices.
Okay, that's great right there.
Okay.
So a pineapple that is placed on your porch or mailbox by swingers lets everybody know that there is a swinger party going on.
Yeah.
You know what's funny?
And I find it interesting with that description.
Exotic.
exotic
fruit
blend of fruit
juicy.
juices. A 17.
That's assuming that the swingers in there are exotic and juicy.
So
of
here's
course.
it's funny
Oh,
that
go ahead
you
and pour.
It's
Oh,
funny that you
now
mentioned
I
that
pour.
because I was behind this SUV and this
this
SUV
SOB or SUV?
might have been an SOB and an
Uh-oh.
SUV,
Can you open this for me?
but there
My
was
hands
the
are weak.
SUV had a couple bumper stickers on the window, so window stickers really, and one of the window stickers, and this is I'm not going to say it's commonly found here in Michigan, but
You're gonna start noticing.
because our
Wait,
state.
so the pineapples or the oh, go
I'm getting
ahead.
to that in a
All right,
second.
all right.
So the actually, you know what? I'll say that first.
Whoa.
Wow, that's a lot of blue.
That's a lot of blue.
It's a lot of blue.
Sorry, bro.
So there was a pineapple on one side of the window, the back window,
Mhm.
and go ahead, however much you want. It doesn't matter.
You don't want to drink that water? Okay.
I did.
Right.
It's just condensation.
Okay, one side of the window.
Keep
So one side of the window had a pineapple
Okay.
in the lower right-hand corner.
Okay.
On the lower left-hand corner, there was a sticker of, you know how the state of Michigan
I was waiting for a banana or something.
is like
Go.
it looks like a mitten.
Okay, yes.
Or like a hand.
A hand.
A high five. You've heard that before. Well, there's another type of sticker that has the hand of the Lower Peninsula wrapping itself around a gun.
Yeah.
So that was
Yeah.
on the other side.
Oh, that's
of
ironic.
I know, and I thought, well, wait a minute. So this is a person who, I'm
swings
assuming,
with guns.
I'm assuming things at this point, but most people who have that kind of sticker with the hand wrapped around the gun, Second Amendment, whatever, and I'm all for carrying and all that stuff. That's fine. It's perfectly fine. It's in our Constitution. That's great. I don't myself, but that's beside the point. But if you're kind of going to boil it down to people who associate with that type of following, are the people you're not going to find who are swingers. So that was a little
Self-defeating.
We're digging into the bubbly already.
That's our bartender Sarah making her way down the line here, pouring drinks.
Yeah, it kind of threw me for a moment. Like, I would assume that kind of person would be against that type of activity.
You would think.
I would think.
Unless they swing with guns.
Maybe they do.
It's
I
possible.
learned. You learn something new every day, and maybe that's on me.
And you
that's
would,
on me.
And you would think that you're not you're not opposed to guns, but you're not a big gun fan either. But you're not a huge swinger either, as far as I know.
No, I'm not.
So,
I'm pretty fucking
Not
boring.
lately.
so
really
maybe you don't know.
So-
I'm
I've
just saying.
I've been to a range before, and I will admit it's a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. Spoons are upstairs.
No, I
That's
need a
as
coaster.
good as it gets.
Spoons? That
don't
could
worry
be
about
used at a
coasters.
swinger party, I suppose.
Don't worry about it. Yeah, fuck it. I'll wipe the table off.
I just
want
to add that in we traveled down this pineapple path because Tony brought to light that this particular flavor of sparkling water, which is grapefruit, is not a flavor that he enjoys to drink on its own.
Yeah.
And I said, maybe we should revisit the pineapple and put the two together and see what shakes out. So that's how we've landed
good
on this
idea.
beverage
We're
today.
testing the idea here.
So we're testing
So
the idea.
this is a
The blue
experimental bartending drink.
Yeah.
Just mix it up a little bit.
Set up
All right.
a little
'Cause that-
stirry.
That blue wants to hang out.
It does kind of at the bottom. yeah.
Swing
It's a
on,
little
Larry.
heavy.
Swing on.
So what happens when you fight a stranger in the ass, Larry?
It's tart.
Something. Mine's too watery now.
It's tart.
I need to keep drinking.
So
Keep
I thought the
talking.
pineapple actually fit into the episode because we're talking about neighbors. Now you know that if you see a pineapple
This
placed
is a lot better than the pineapple, or than the
Then the grapefruit.
the
than the grapefruit on
alone.
its own. Yeah.
If that says a lot to how bad the grapefruit is.
So the pineapple, let's if it's on your porch or mailbox, it's okay. It's mediocre. Lets everybody know that there's a swinger party going on. Now, a pineapple that is turned upside down, this is when there
It's
is
ready for a
somebody
pineapple
looking
upside down cake.
for a swinger party.
So when it's upside down, they're looking.
Looking
Now
for
what?
a
What was
swinger
it again
party.
for right side up? I'm sorry, sir.
That
I'm
means that the
missing
party
class.
is going on.
Whoa! There's a party going on down
There's
here.
a party going
I'm just saying,
on right here.
I mean, you probably should
There's
know
lots of
this. If you
swingers.
see it in
So
your
just bring
neighborhood,
your own
you should
beer.
probably be aware that that's what's happening.
No, I wanted to undo it.
Oh, you want to undo it?
Yeah,
I'm
he was
sorry.
trying to. Okay, I
Probably
was
not.
trying to put more
Probably not a time to send the kids over to play with
to
little
play
Billy
with
and-
little. Yeah. So if
Well, it
there's one on
depends
the
on the
porch,
definition of
if
play
there's one on the
with.
porch, just steer clear. Steer
Right.
clear, Billy. Steer
Right.
clear.
Stir clear,
May I
Yeah, go ahead.
Add a little
You-
more medicine
please,
to your
add
cup?
some fun.
While you guys are doing that, I'm going to dig into the word hole. You ready?
Let's
Beleaguered.
fall into the. Is that
Did
okay?
you get
One
it?
more?
That's good.
Okay.
Beleaguered.
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 Any ideas as to what that means?
I believe it means Beleaguered.
Beleaguered.
Beleaguered? As
Beleaguered.
opposed
It
to...
means
Yeah.
shagalicious. No, that's not right.
You guys are just, let's get rid of all the swinging pineapple.
Well, you put us in a swinging pineapple space. I don't know
All
what
right,
to tell you.
beleaguer means to cause problems or difficulties for.
Oh, so being a real jackwagon. Yeah.
And the reason I chose that word today is because it relates to the whole deal of my theme, which has to do with, and I'm not going to get biblical about this shit. I'm not going to tell you to love thy neighbor, but my better recommendation for the day, be considerate of your neighbor. It's a pretty simple goddamn thing. That's my better rec.
Yeah.
It's-
I think we
it's
talked
not
about
a
this a
product.
couple
See what
episodes ago, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that is a great example. That is not good to go around and smash people's car. Most people have a tough time loving their spouse, let alone their neighbor. So I'm definitely not going to tell you to love thy neighbor, but
Love your spouse.
make sure you be considerate of your neighbors.
I guess.
Please.
Now, the
you
reason
have
I
one.
decided to do this, offer this little bit of advice, is because after trying to fall asleep one night, the next day I actually had a long day ahead of me. I was volunteering for a local festival that you guys know about, or Tony knew I was doing. So I had to get up early, and I was going to be there all day. It was going to be like a 12-hour day.
It was the early bird fest.
Yeah. Well, sure. Well, it was,
all the
it was
worms.
actually noon to midnight.
Nude fest.
The noon
So-
to midnight.
There you go.
That's a really, that's
all-day
appropriately named. The all day, the
All-day
yawning festival.
But the deal is I went to sleep. All of a sudden, I start hearing this dog barking.
Oh, no.
Oh boy.
And I was like, okay, well, that's kind of annoying. But, no big deal. It's a dog. That's fine.
Sure.
I finally fell asleep at 1 a.m. That dog was still barking, like constant barking.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where I'm just sitting there thinking, okay, first of all, you know my neighborhood. It's
Yeah.
not the greatest neighborhood.
It's not bad.
Not the
I mean,
greatest.
But still.
It is definitely the neighborhood that, when you hear a loud noise, you go, what's that? A gunshot or fireworks?
Gunshot.
Well, that
fireworks
pretty
and
much
play that
explains
game.
our.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
our
I
area in
honestly
general.
expected somebody to come out and shoot this dog. I really did. I kind of expected it. Nobody called the cops, nothing like that. But like I said, it was barking all night, and it just wouldn't stop. So the next morning, I wake up, and it used to be Mike that I think was cursing me all the time when he was on the show.
He usually does anyway. So
It's not Mike anymore.
Now the funny thing is the
Hard to
one
find
guy,
58 carburetor for,
next to me actually bitches
Chevy.
about the guy across the street because he tried to have him work on a car and he wasn't happy with the results.
Did they just shout across the street at each other?
Oh, they kind of don't like.
Are they in a pissing
This is me.
contest?
That was you.
Yeah.
Did you hear? What did you say?
I don't even know what I said.
What did you?
That the people are shouting
This is
across
from
the street?
episode
Now, the funny
66, so a
thing
couple
is the
episodes
one
back.
guy-
Now,
listen to what you
next
say.
to me actually bitches
Chevy.
about the guy across the street because he tried to have him work on a car and he wasn't happy with the results.
Did they just shout across the street at each other?
Oh, they kind of don't like.
Are they in a pissing
I
So
had
do
never.
they shout across the street at each other?
Now they do because you said it.
So instead of civilly
So-
going over and having a conversation,
The next morning, I wake up.
Oh,
and
that's terrible.
I wake up and I'm hearing them like early in the morning. And I really didn't, like look out the door or anything like that. I go volunteer for this festival,
Yeah.
and they are literally like one's standing in one yard and the other's on the other yard, and
And
they're going back and forth about, you want a piece of me, bitch? Come on. And one of them yelling something in Spanish, and then the only word I can identify is puta every once in a while.
God.
no
But
pendejos, or
it's back. It's back. They may have. I don't know. But they were going back and forth the entire time, and it was like ridiculous. They kept it up all the way until I left. I mean, they were
you
still.
just quietly like slinked into your car.
It was pretty much it. It was pretty much it. I was like, I don't want to be a part of this.
Don't look at me.
I don't want to be a part of this. So like that was what I
terrifying.
dealt with the next morning. And then 2 nights ago around midnight, somebody's out hammering something like they're trying to re-shingle a wolf. It's like a wolf.
roof?
Yeah,
Yeah,
not
a
a wolf. But they're doing
It's a
this
tough
like
job.
at midnight. And
Well, they say the freaks only come out at night. That's why I'm
really-
more of a night person.
I really have never really wanted to ever complain about neighbors, but like lately, I don't know if it's just me getting older or if I'm just getting, I don't know what it
Older?
is. It just seems like
The
my
barking-
neighbors have become like insanely annoying to me.
Yeah.
Or what was the word? I forgot my
Beleaguered?
beleaguered.
Beleaguered.
They're beleaguering my life, I guess. I think that fits.
Maybe they're all going through some shit too.
And
I don't know.
I've had some
be.
weird ass shit happen there too. Like I had one day, I was going out to get my mail, and I the cars drive. It's like a 25 mile per hour
Sure.
area, residential area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the guy, I could hear him driving as I'm going to get my mail. I did not look at him. He all of a sudden speeds up as I'm going to the mailbox, and you can hear him driving towards me like he's trying to intentionally
Ew.
scare me.
Okay.
I didn't react at all because, well, first of all, I've told you
Intimidation.
before. Well, and that's the thing. I don't even know who the guy was.
Yeah.
Not only did he do all that, but he drove, I'm going to say probably about 4 or 5 feet near me, and then he honks and lays on his horn as he drives by me.
What?
And that's just a dick
That's a
thing to do.
Stupid fucking asshole move
Yes,
to do.
because you could have actually scared the shit out of me, made me fall over, and,
And
then
then
you would have
yeah,
hit me.
right.
Yeah.
This is an asinine thing to do.
Or could have just slowed down and not driven like a complete dildo, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And again, he intentionally drove faster as he saw me. And it was like he was waiting for a reaction from me. I didn't give it to him. I didn't even react.
Did you flinch when he laid on the horn, or you just like, fuck you, man?
And that's when you went out and you bought that sticker with the state of Michigan and wrapped around the gun.
And a pineapple.
And the pineapple, right. The upside down.
But it is one of those things where I just, I don't want to preach to people, but for God's sakes.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's common sense.
So the dog thing really catches me. Were you done? I didn't want to interrupt.
No, I would imagine you guys have got. I know Tony and I actually we
had a conversation.
What was it? 2 episodes ago, we were talking about that.
Yeah.
Tony, one of Tony's issues that he's got going on with one of his neighbors.
That's how we got on. We're still looking for that fart and feet couch for your front.
Fart and feet couch.
Farts and feet on the couches.
All the farts and all the feet for your.
But I kind of wanted to dive in, find out what you guys had going on.
The dog thing is interesting to me because. So you're saying that the dog just barked incessantly, right? Like the dog was barking just constantly. Did you hear it like in one place and then like it traveled to another place, or was it like in the same kind of from? No,
it was it was in the same place.
Okay.
And not only that, but originally when I heard it, it had that I don't even know how to describe it.
Chewing ice.
It's the bark. It's the bark that sounds like an intruder is present.
Okay, like a distress.
Yes.
Okay, yep. Because what I was going to say was we, in our neighborhood, there's a lot of dogs of varying sizes, and we've got a couple of neighbors that have larger dogs down the street from us. And where I live right now, there is kind of a group of us that are on a chat together, so we can kind of communicate if something's going on. Mm-hmm. And this happened to be in a neighbor's house that was part of that chat. But you could tell that the dog, like you said, by the way that they're barking. It's like a distress. Like there's something going on. The dog wants attention because something is happening. And so the dog, in this instance, it was like 11:30 or 12 or something on, I think it was a Friday or Saturday. And the barking started. It went on for like 40 minutes, and it just sounded like this dog wanted help. Like, right? So, and it sounded like it was coming from the same spot. And so I started kind of chatting with some people, and it come to find out, yeah, the dog wanted inside, like the whole time.
And that's what
I just wanted inside the house.
That's what I'm guessing happened here.
And whoever was checking on the dog left the house with the dog outside.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
And
would
so, through a lot of messaging and communication, because I guess the people were out of state at the time. But
Wait, they went out of state?
They went out of state and just left their dog outside?
They left the dog outside?
No, the person that was checking on their house left the dog outside. The family was out of state. And so they finally got a hold of the person, and they had to come all the way back and bring the dog inside. But it's like, how did you not remember to bring the fucking dog inside?
That's what you're getting paid to do as a person who's watching the house.
It's like a full-size golden, what are these things called? A golden retriever.
Golden doodle, golden
retriever. Huge, like a big dog, And so we could all hear this dog, and everybody was like, this dog is in, like you could hear it. It's in distress. And it went on for like an hour. And it didn't go on for as long as yours did. But I know what you mean. Like, it's that whole, the dog knows what's going on. It knows where it belongs. It wants to get back in, and no one's helping him. So I wonder if the people that you were in your neighborhood, they weren't home. Maybe they weren't home.
It's kind of the conclusion that I came to, because I can't, even the worst dog owner, I can't imagine, just ignoring it, mainly because it's going to annoy the shit out of me if it's my dog.
Yeah.
So you're still going to go out and do something.
And if you are a dog owner, you know the sound of your dog barking.
Although
it's like your child crying or something.
I say that, but the cat behind me actually very often lets his dog out, and that dog is just constantly barking a lot of the time.
There's a cat behind you that lets the dog out. I love it.
Sorry, colloquial. The dude behind me,
the
dude that not only leaves his dog out, but actually has driven through my yard without asking a trailer.
Now I know where to leave that couch.
He said, he had a broken down car.
He's that front yard.
So he was a rear parker.
A rear parker.
Oh God.
Oh my God, we're gonna load up the truck with the feet and fart couch and park it on his yard.
Putting it in the rear. All the feet and farts in the rear.
To this day, I have like these little ruts across my yard. Yeah, that's how bad it was.
To this day?
Yeah, he did it.
What
He
a
did it like
dick.
in the fall when the ground was soft.
Yeah.
And
What a
and so
jerk.
like my whole backyard's got like these like, and I wasn't home. I came home actually I think from Tony's house,
Hi.
and
I forgot I was in the show.
there was like these like huge clumps of mud in my driveway, and I'm
Whoa,
like,
Tony
what the
finished
fuck
off that
is that
pineapple.
from? And come to figure out, I'm like looking, and I can see like the ruts going down the
Yeah.
side by my garage, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, who the hell does
And
this?
the tracks lead back.
Yes.
It's like evidence,
Yeah.
you
Yes.
dumbass.
Right.
I left all the evidence behind. But obviously they don't
Now, did I say
care.
shit? No, I did not.
God, you should
But you
have.
probably
You know
said,
what you should have done?
"Fuck."
You should
That's
have
probably what
yelled
you
from
said.
your yard into his yard.
Yeah.
And just start a screaming match from your.
So yeah, getting to be one of those old guys that really don't like
don't think
a lot of my neighbors.
No.
My,
The last neighborhood we lived in. there
Tony.
was- Tony.
what?
You got a bad neighbor story?
Well, I was gonna just.
Nope.
Sarah, if you want to, go ahead.
Go for it.
So the last house that I was at, my neighbor. I had two neighbors. One of them, he left his dog out, but they actually had like a dog house. So the dog was kind of confined to it, and it's one of those kinds of dogs. It's like
Chained to a.
I think so, because they rarely let it in, and it was like one of those. It was, I don't think it was a bulldog, but it was something along the lines of that family
Why do you
of
have
dogs.
a dog then?
I don't understand either.
Doesn't make any sense.
Nope. So they left it out in the house, and it was like pretty cold out that night. It wasn't like winter, but it was pretty damn cold. It was like late fall, early winter. Dogs outside, like you're
Yeah.
talking about, just yelling in distress. And
Was this before I was there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I called the police, just asking, like, is there something that you do for this? Do you go and knock on the door? I'm not going to do that, but is there something that you'd recommend
Something
to do?
that you do.
And they, well, it kind of came down to that. And so they said, well, we'll
Hint.
we'll take a look at it, and we'll if we get any other complaints, we'll do something about it. And that's basically what all happened is nothing. Which
Right.
About
whatever.
nothing. Oh.
I'm not. I can't tell my neighbors what to do with their dogs. But anyway, my other neighbor, on the other hand, I think he was growing in his basement. I swear to God, he was growing and selling in his basement. And this was during a time that it was not legal to do so, to like possess in Michigan or to purchase or anything like
Well,
that.
technically, still not legal in that way capacity.
Yeah. All right, but I mean, you can own it.
A little more forgiveness now.
Yeah, you can own it now. You just couldn't then legally. But
Right.
but I think he was growing and selling in his house, in his basement, because he'd have people over at all hours of the day and night and whatever, and just people I never saw before in some cases. Anyway, I got my house was broken into one day, and I swear if that was the day that I decided to stay at work a little later. And if I didn't,
Yeah.
I probably would have like either been privy to the entire thing happening, or it just would have never happened because they would have tried breaking in and then saw, oh, somebody's here. Never mind.
We'll try again later.
Right.
Right.
When he's over at Red Lobster. And
You know how he likes those cheesy biscuits.
loves those cheesy biscuits. And so I came home, and it was like 15 minutes after they had already left. So the damage was done, and and I went over and I talked to that neighbor, the same neighbor who, again, I believe was growing. And this was like 2016, 2015, whatever. No, it was earlier than that. Doesn't matter. Anyway, and I said, well, did you see who they were? He's like, I don't know. It's just saw these three young white guys, and they were just walking down the street. I thought they were your friends. I'm thinking, A, my friends have cars.
Why? Because they're white.
B,
No, I don't
and
have white friends.
So he's like, I thought they were your friends. Well, A, my friends have cars. B, my friends have keys. C, my friends don't walk down the fucking
Middle
side
of the street with your shit.
backpacks on carrying a bunch of stolen goods. God. So,
But yeah, you're right.
yeah, you're right.
Hand me your weed.
Right. Shit, I should have said that. Although one time, and he had two pretty offensive dogs as well. Probably because, again,
Right.
he was growing and selling,
Sure.
which was illegal at the time.
Didn't have a roof on the house, but
No, but
Cool.
gotta have
Cool.
gotta have weed.
Right.
And so one of them came out, and a friend of mine who was living with me at the time, the dog came out, and he was like in the garden because he was making a garden in our backyard, and he had like one of those little tomato things, the
Oh, yeah.
cylindrical looking things
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
kind of look weird. Anyway, so he had one of those, and the dog just got out of the house, it got loose, and started barking and chasing right after him. And all he had to do was he just put up the little wire thing and like was trying to defend himself with this tiny little.
and those things will bend so easily. They're just like they're collapsible total. They're just
So
it might as well
finally,
be made of anyway.
yeah, it's like the balsa wood of.
It's wiry nothing.
It's
yeah.
nothing. It's,
Nothing.
You might as well just start going.
Right.
Stay back, dog.
Defending
blowing on
himself with it. Cute.
And then finally the owner came out and like grabbed him away.
Your
And
dog's a
the
bitch.
first thing he said was, "Did she bite you? Did she bite you? Are you okay? What can I do, man? How about some weed? Can I get you some weed?" So that's my neighbor.
Well, I got a scratch, so yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
get some weed.
me, I would have been like, yeah,
I got,
that'll make everything better.
Right.
yeah, I got bit. My tomatoes got bit, and I feel a lot of pain.
Feel a lot of pain in tomatoes.
Feel a lot of pain.
Real briefly, I don't know what it is, but for whatever reason, I always end up by neighbors with chihuahuas as well.
Chihuahua.
Chihuahuas.
And
Those are the little yippy things,
yeah,
right?
and that is exactly why I am not a big chihuahua fan. Fiend.
Except you go to Taco Bell.
My brother has two
You saw the
chihuahuas, and they
Taco Bell
annoy the
chihuahua.
shit out of me every time I'm over there.
They are
I've
annoying.
got currently the neighbor I have has a chihuahua, and the one that I used to have had 3 chihuahuas, and every time I'd be out there, anytime, just mowing the lawn, minding my own business in my own
Yeah.
little area,
Yeah.
all 3 of them, and it would just drive me nuts. And this is back when I lived.
Bark is worse than the bite.
Back when I was married, and the neighbor lady, I don't know what her fucking deal was, but she used to just drive me nuts because she would claim, okay, so we were on a corner lot, and so our lot was kind of slanted on one side, over by her,
Okay.
and she would always claim that little strip between her house and our house was hers, even though like there was this whole thing where you could tell it was otherwise. But me and my wife,
I've got nothing better to do.
that was the thing. We were like, oh, okay,
Fucking
okay.
have it.
But she wanted so badly to claim it that she would like try to say, well, I'm going to put a fence along here just to make sure that and me and my wife, we used to joke about how our neighbor owned the southwest corner of our house, like it was our bedroom.
Oh,
so,
right.
so we would joke about it and go have sex in that corner just to have sex in her
in
on
her
property.
property, right? Let's just go fuck up
But
that
it was
piece of
it was just
property.
ridiculous.
Literally.
And it's one of
Yeah.
those things where I sometimes like the shit that people do. It's like you said, it's
Oh,
kind
I
of.
got a shit that people do. Neighbor story.
it-
You want one?
Oh, you got more?
Oh, I got one more.
Please.
Okay.
Dig in.
We had been, so this was in our old neighborhood. We had been, and by we, I mean mostly my husband, had been working really hard on getting the house prepared to sell. So like fixing up a lot of things, new this, new that, paint, blah, 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 prepping it, right? For like a year.
Mm-hmm.
And so we finally found the right realtor. We finally were ready to do the thing. We put the sign on, or he put the sign on the yard, the realtor, I mean. And I'm not even joking. The next day, I come home from work on my lunch hour, and the neighbor has a for sale by owner sign on his front yard. Yep, and it's the house before ours on the street.
Of course.
And so what was going on with them was they had bought a piece of property over in like another part of town, and he was supposed to build a house on it. Now, he'd been sitting on that piece of property for like 6 years and done nothing. And I think he got a little bit of envious because he hadn't moved anything in his house. He hadn't prepped anything. He had a hole in the wall from his kid, like busting a hole, and he never fixed it.
Wow.
And not only that, like he just, he never did any maintenance or anything, and they would tell us this. So we come in, and sure enough, there's a for sale by owner. It's been we've been in our house now for 5 years. They still live there.
Oh,
wow.
Nelly.
Yeah. It was all just out of spite. Nothing else.
Dickweed.
They wanted to see if they could get, because we were selling our house, they were going to try and get money out of their house, basically.
Yeah.
But yeah. I was like, man, you suck.
Well, you guys sold that house, but it was a decent time for selling.
It was an okay time. I mean, we weren't in like a great neighborhood, but the whole point was just to, try and move on to the next thing.
Sure.
So
we needed a bigger house. You had kids and all that good stuff too. So
hey, when you got 4 people sharing one bathroom,
oh good
and
God,
one's on the toilet, one's at the sink, one's in the shower, and one's just hanging out because they don't want to be alone. Like it's time to move on.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, there were like 3 or 2.
I am going to say there's times it's okay to be alone. So to whichever one of you was not wanting to be alone, it's okay.
Yeah, it was the littlest one.
That was
he was
her
like
husband.
a 2-year-old. Yeah.
I know there's got to be some incredible bad neighbor stories. And if you are one of our listeners, please hit us up. Let us know. You can do that by emailing us at thereisabetterpodcast@gmail.com. That's thereisabetterpodcast@gmail.com. We're going to be right back in just a little bit. We're going to do some quizzical stuff. You guys like getting quizzical, right?
Ooh.
I love it.
I just might.
All right.
Yeah.
This is There Is a Better Podcast.
Yeah.
Suppose he ever gets that. It's very funny.
Okay.
All right.
Indubitably.
Beleaguering.
Bob Seegering.
All right, it's time to do the second half of the show. This is There Is a Better Podcast. Let's get rid of that really awesome song that you got playing right now and pull up some sort of quizzical type thing, if you will.
Is there a thing?
Are we ready?
Yeah,
Do you
let's do
think?
it.
All right.
Let's get quizzical, quizzical. I wanna get
We cracked ourselves up.
You have to check it. If you haven't heard last week's episode, you'll have to listen to that because that's
Because
where
we were
that
telling
Where
you
that
to.
came from.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we've been talking about bad neighbors, and I have had the opportunity to do a little research, trying to find out what celebrities would be the worst neighbors to have.
Is
All
there
right.
a good
Interesting.
one? Let's start there.
Do we want to do this on a point system? It's Sarah and Tony.
Yes, I get 10,000 points for every answer correct, and then Tony gets like,
3.
2. No.
Well, then every answer
you
I
what,
will
I'll
have
tell
is
you what.
Andre the
I just
Giant.
because I suck at quizzes. It's all
So the way this is going to work is we'll do 3 points per question.
good. Ooh.
Whoa.
Okay.
That's
Whoa,
high.
triple.
But if you don't give it on the question, I will give you a hint. And the hint, I feel like most of them, one of you should be able to get it. So you get 1 point if that happens.
Okay.
Does that work?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Sounds hard. Sounds like they're going to be tough questions.
That sounds hard. Math is hard.
I actually,
I don't know math.
I actually
I feel like I
think
slipped
some
into
of
idiocracy
these
for a
might
moment
be tough. So,
Okay.
I like money.
so who are the celebs in your neighborhood? You ready?
Yeah.
This celebrity R&B singer has been accused of holding dog races in his apartment hallway, frequently parking in handicapped spaces,
And front
dick.
yards.
and on several occasions, he and his friends have sped through the neighborhood on ATVs. You know, it's R&B singer.
ATVs is in
Contemporary.
like
Do I
TVs.
just go ding? Do I say
all-terrain
me?
vehicles.
I guess go.
Go
yeah.
ahead.
R. Kelly.
That's a good.
That was gonna be my guess.
Although that
You
would
said
be,
R&B singer.
yeah, and that would be a terrible neighbor. I'm not gonna lie,
Well,
I mean,
but for other
so
reasons.
many
he
levels.
would piss me off.
Oh.
It is not R. Kelly, but
Whoa.
you are in the right realm. You want to take a shot at it before? Oh, were you going to go with R. Kelly? Too?
I wanted to go with R. Kelly, but since you
Since
said it,
she-
I'm not going to go with R. Kelly.
Okay,
'cause
give me a different singer.
All right,
you might have a
um,
shot at getting 3 points here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with. Oh man. Fuck it. No, has no one else coming to mind? R. Kelly.
Okay.
It's probably not it.
I'll give you 3 songs by this R&B singer. See if you can get it here. This is worth 1 point at this
R&B
point.
Singer.
Yeah.
All right.
Shorty Like Mine, No Air, and probably his most well-known song, Run It.
Oh, ding ding.
Okay.
Chris Brown.
Sarah was not
Chris
the correct
Brown.
answer.
Chris Brown.
Yes, Chris Brown is correct. That is who it is.
Nice.
1 point.
Yes, good job,
One
Sarah.
point.
Did
you know any of those?
No, I did not.
You did not.
I did not.
Okay.
All right. So you guys
He's
keep track of
also
your points.
a bad
Husband?
partner.
Yeah,
Partner.
I was
Like a
expecting
bad
something.
husband?
No.
Well,
they
he
weren't
wasn't
married.
What'd you say? Partner?
Partner.
Oh,
yeah,
partner.
he's a bad partner.
He's
In that, like, he's a bad partner.
Yeah, I've heard
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, moving on.
Allegedly.
He has quite a bit.
Oh,
Jason,
bitch,
Allegedly.
please. Bitch,
Which,
please.
you know, the funny thing is,
Did
when I
she
was
have
writing,
written permission to get dentures? Fuck off.
when I was writing out these, like, I tried very intentionally to make sure I said accused of or allegedly.
Okay, allegedly,
Everyone.
yeah.
I love, and they're all bad neighbors.
Because
so.
Allegedly beat up his.
Chris Brown is really worried about suing me for anything.
Right. Yeah. Fair.
All right, you want that broken down van in my driveway? You got it, Chris. It's yours.
You want to do ruts in my yard? Fine. Fine.
Ruts in a bump.
Ruts in
a
my
bump.
yard.
Yeah, I don't need Chris Brown. I got somebody else running through my driveway. All right, question number 2. Sarah with 1 point so far on the board.
Woo! For Chris Brown.
All right,
That sucks.
question number 2. While dealing with addiction, this well-known actor allegedly broke into a neighbor's home
I like this.
in 1996 and passed out in their bed.
Oh, I know this one.
Fuck. I can't.
I know this
I don't
one.
know.
Robert Downey Jr.
That is correct. That is
4
correct.
points. You're
All right,
tapping
you're at 4
into my
points.
shitty celebrity junk food.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
this is one of those things where I kind of feel like I got to go back and forth just to give.
Yeah, that's fair. We'll give him all the sportsy stuff next time.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
You got a lot of points last time for sportsy stuff.
All right, question number 3.
I have
Okay.
10 so far.
This teen pop star
You're
has been
amazing.
accused of throwing loud parties, playing excessively loud music, driving fast through his neighborhood, and egging his neighbor's mansion.
Chris Brown.
He's not a teen anymore, though.
Yeah.
You're
All
not
right. He
a
was.
teen
When he did those
anymore.
things, he was a teen.
It's not Chris,
Probably.
it's not Chris
I know
Brown.
it's not Chris Brown.
Allegedly
Is that your
a teen.
guess?
No.
Oh, do you have a guess? Because I know what it is.
I bet you do.
But I'll give you a shot.
Justin Bieber.
Oh, you knew.
That
Are you
is
serious?
correct. That is correct.
Oh my God.
For 3 points.
I'll tell you what, though. This is, I'm going to give 2 points for this one. This is the bonus points.
Oh.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? I will give you 4 points if you can. No, 2 points. No, 4 points. I'm going to go 4 points.
Split the difference.
If you can get both actors. In 2012, this celebrity couple complained about Bieber as a neighbor, stating that it was like living in Lebanon. A celebrity couple, Justin Bieber's neighbor.
I want to guess at this.
Go for it.
Was it Sharon and Ozzy?
It was not.
Oh, that would have. Oh my God, that would have
But
been a great
that
answer.
would have been even better. Like, that would have been awesome.
The only one that could really go toe-to-toe with Justin Bieber. Sharon.
Osbourne.
Sharon ripped his throat out.
All right.
Minnie.
Do you want to take a
Okay.
shot at it or not?
I'm gonna say Callista Flockhart and
Harrison Ford is her.
Ford.
Right.
It was not. It was Dax Shepard and Kristen Bell.
Oh,
Never-
I like both of those people in
So
as
why
humans.
Lebanon, I wonder? Why they chose...
that's
I
a
thought
really-
I was
that's
trying to
very
glean
random.
something from Lebanon.
It was
but
Dex
there was nothing.
specifically. He was just saying that there was a lot of loud noises and everything else.
They didn't even have kids yet.
Yeah,
Whatever. All right. But like you said, it's annoying.
But when in
It is.
Lebanon,
It's fucking annoying. When in Lebanon.
I
hey.
actually, like, during the
This is like, what
pandemic,
was your experience with Lebanon?
during the
Nothing.
pandemic,
He's
I was
Lebanese,
working
but,
at
you know,
home.
his orientation
and
doesn't have
I would
anything to do with
swear it had to be 2 or 3 streets over. Somebody throughout the day, fucking constant music to the point that the bass was like just constant.
Yeah.
And you can't hear the music, so you can't even enjoy that aspect.
Right.
It's just
the bass. Right. I get it, and I
I like
hate
that.
it.
Can you do that again?
I get it, and I hate it. Okay.
only when we're alone.
Aw.
Okay. So what's the score here?
Slapping the beast.
Tony at 3, Sarah at 4. Question number 4. This actor allegedly bought a Los Angeles home only to conduct business, and his neighbors claimed that that's all he was doing, and it was also being used for filming. I had a typo here, so I'm trying to work my way around this question.
No worries.
Being used for filming, blocking their driveway where hair and makeup crews would set up shop.
Alec
Los Angeles bought a home. Alec Baldwin is incorrect.
So bought a home, but used it.
Used it for business
Just-
purposes and for filming. And then the hair and makeup crew would set up in the neighbor's driveway.
And this is an actor?
Yes.
And what year was this?
It doesn't
No
say.
year. Okay. Just a dickhead all the time, just from here to eternity. Okay.
And remember, I do have hints, but you got a shot at 3 points right here.
I know.
Just throw a name out there.
Yeah, I was like, who needs that much hair and makeup?
Guy named Bob.
Oh, you'll find out.
I'm looking over into like the nothingness to really thinking about it too hard.
Come to find out it's Bozo the Clown.
It was not Picard. He needs no hair and makeup. I don't know.
Yeah, all right.
Jean-Luc Picard, right.
Harrison Ford. No.
All right, so I'm going to give you the hints, and whoever wants to chime in first, let me know. We'll start off. He appeared in the following movies: The Pineapple Express.
Oh.
Are you already in?
I'm gonna go with Seth Rogen. Damn it!
No, it's the other guy. It's Franco.
James
It's
Franco.
Franco.
You got it.
He's a real fuckwad. I should have guessed him from the
James
from the
Franco.
Is that
top.
2 points?
That's 1
I
point.
hate
That's
that
1
guy.
point.
1 point. All right.
I'm sorry. Sarah
question-
had some feelings about James Franco. Some real strong feelings.
Well
ahead.
then, let's get
Really
out
caught me
those
off guard.
Let's get
Complete
those feelings
hairpin
out.
turn there.
Yeah.
On the other
Asshole.
direction.
All right.
While living in Bel Air, this wrestler was accused of keeping dogs, rabbits, ferrets, chickens, and roosters by his neighbors, which led to loud and frequent noise and unsanitary stench. Which
Tony!
I'm not really sure how a stench can be unsanitary, but Tony.
Well, I mean, unless you're living next to a KFC. I'm gonna go with Andre the Giant.
I need my buzzer. Hold on.
Damn it!
Okay. Ooh, right in my ear hole.
That one's
I
mean.
don't like that one as much.
I know. Neither do I. It came with the app. I'm telling you.
I don't. I'm
It came
so
with a computer.
Yes, I bought the app and it came with
just
the
like
computer.
his shirt. It says Radio Shack. Okay. Yeah. Oh, R.
You know,
Shack
we
R.
were trying to build up some good
I love
relations with Radio Shack.
Oh, yeah.
You just killed it in one episode.
Oh yeah, they're really
Yeah.
they're right on top of this episode. Okay.
Yeah, they're. And their social media is fire, right?
It's fire.
It's
All right.
fire.
So
it's a,
it's a
dumpster
wrestler.
fire.
Yep. And Andre the Giant
I don't know any
was
wrestlers.
incorrect.
That's my problem. We'll go with the Miz just because I hate that guy too. I know you're like that's not it. Okay.
All right.
Clue time.
Clue time. He had a
Clue.
reality TV show that also reportedly caused problems for his neighbors. The reality show involved his family.
It's the Hulk. Hulk Hogan.
bing, bing, bing.
Oh, sorry, Tony.
Oh, I didn't. I
You
wouldn't have
were
guessed
like
that.
fiddling with your mic. I should have asked you. Fiddling.
So where are we at?
Is that 1 point or 2?
That is 1 point.
That's
That's
just
1
one,
point. So
yeah.
So we're
Sarah,
at 6 points to
6 to
3.
3.
I did not know that he had any interest in having any farm animals or livestock of
I
any
would not
kind.
expect
I
him
would not
to
have
be that
expected.
kind of a dude.
Right on, brother. Here's my chicken.
He doesn't even say. Okay, anyway, go ahead.
and honestly, he probably just like broke the chickens' necks and killed them and ate
Yeah.
them.
So he could rip a shirt
He's
afterwards.
the fucking Hulk. He can do
Yeah,
that.
he just wants to rip his shirt afterwards. That's what it's all
That's it.
about. Yeah. He goes through so many shirts. What a jerk.
All right,
Okay.
2006. This comedy
Shirt jerk.
actor. Did you guys catch that?
Oh,
Is that
Actor.
allegedly
I
actor?
did,
actor.
I did the air
Got
quotes.
finger bunnies.
So I'm going to say it again. 2006. This comedy actor
Actor.
and horror film director, not
Say
horror film,
Horror.
horror.
film director ended
Horror.
up in a legal battle with the director saying that the actor allegedly caused a landslide on his property. The actor then countersued the director, saying that he didn't properly eradicate rodents before going forward with home improvement.
What the fuck?
I have no idea. I'm thinking that's a California thing.
I think it's Brando.
That's got to be a
I'm
California
saying
thing.
Brando.
Okay. And if you could get one or the other,
Oh, I'm sorry. Was this
One or
Was
the
this a
other.
twofer?
yeah, it's worth 6 points altogether.
So
but I'll give
Okay,
you
I need to pay
director
closer
and the
attention.
actor?
Jeez,
So I'll go through it
Pete.
again.
Okay.
2006, this comedy actor
I can hear those quotes.
and horror film director ended up in a legal battle, with the director saying that the actor allegedly caused a landslide on his property. And then the actor countersued the director, saying that he didn't properly eradicate rodents before going forward with home improvements. That's got to be a California thing.
For the
California, do you guys have rodent problems?
Do you guys have landslide problems? Yeah.
With all that, yeah, that's kind of obvious.
Do you have actor problems?
Do you have director problems? Do you have problems with direction?
All right. Any hints,
Taking action.
guesses? You want the hint?
Oh man.
Comedy actor.
See, it's okay. Comedy. Okay, that's not going to happen.
Comedy will help
This isn't
narrow it
helping.
down.
Actor.
I will even tell you, I don't want to say has been.
Actor.
But
Actor.
he's-
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, actor.
The actor is not really in the spotlight much these days.
That does. There's so many.
It sounds like what?
In fact, he's
shit.
not at
Two
all,
words.
really.
Sounds like.
Sounds like
First word.
Dane Cook. That's what I'm going to go with. The actor.
That is a fair guess, but incorrect.
Ah, damn it.
You should have said Dax Shepard again.
That would have been a fair guess,
That's
but
it.
incorrect.
And comedy.
Yep.
John Candy.
Horror
No, I love John
film
Candy.
director. I mean,
Horror
you
film
could
director.
get
I mean, you could
that.
get John Carpenter. You could get. I mean, are you talking like classic? I don't know.
I'm not
Or
telling
just
you what
anything.
I'm talking.
Or are we talking like
You got to take a guess.
like Rob Zombie?
Just
like
take a
that-
guess.
Fucking Rob Zombie.
Is John Carpenter your guess?
Yeah, we'll say John Carpenter. Sure. Well, yeah, I'm a zzz.
All right.
right.
Your hint
Did you have it?
is
You didn't have it. No.
I didn't
Okay.
get it. I didn't get any.
Go ahead.
MTV icon and Freddy Krueger.
Dan Cortez.
Dan Cortez.
Finally, it's Dan Cortez.
Eh.
That's 10
No,
points.
I'm giving it a ding.
10 points all the way around. Just for D-Lo. That's for D-Lo this round.
Yeah. Good job, D'Lo.
Sure.
Sure.
Buddy.
Oh,
oh.
wow. Really?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Say it. What do you?
Go ahead.
You know before I did.
No, that's not true. We knew it at the same time.
All right. Freddy Krueger had to help you out.
I forget who the director is, though.
I think he was a writer, too.
I keep getting stuck on John Carpenter, and I,
I
know
keep
it's
thinking
not
John Grisham.
Carpenter.
All right,
It's not
well,
even anywhere close at all.
Who's going to take the 1 point
Take it.
that you both just got,
You
bud?
got it. You got it. I'm still trying to figure out the
I mean,
director. Go.
you need to say the name in order to get the point.
Yeah.
Just say this.
Charlie Poor.
So. Yeah, there you go. All right, Pauly Shore.
Pauly
and
Shore.
Wes Craven.
Oh,
Craven.
yeah, that's his name.
Yeah.
That was it. Yeah.
Sarah got a point for that.
Tony, give yourself a point.
Give yourself a point.
All right,
Out of 6, you got 1. Good
this
job.
female rapper had such a volatile relationship with her neighbors
Tony.
that. Go ahead.
Lil Kim. Ah, damn it.
Go ahead.
Volatile relationship with her neighbors that they got a restraining order against her after hitting them with
Oh no.
a BlackBerry. And I'm not talking about a BlackBerry. I'm talking about one of those ancient pieces of
This is
equipment.
dated. This is a dated question.
Yes, it is.
Which
Very,
makes
very
me
much.
which makes me think of only one name. Was there any more to the
3 years later, their feud was reignited when the two had an argument over a loud
Lard?
Lard cow.
loud car stereo, and the rapper bent over, lowered her pants, and booed her neighbors. Which, honestly,
Well, that's a good way to take care of
I mean,
your,
back in the day,
back in the day?
I certainly would have
when
been
I could throw 'em
okay
out
with her
BlackBerry at
doing
someone's
that.
head.
And I would have been like, hey, you want to throw another BlackBerry at me? I'm just saying.
You want to put some divots in
just
my yard,
saying.
girl?
Put some
Get
divots
it.
in my moon. Hey.
Put some divots in my yard.
Although the girl does sound like she's got a little bit of an attitude problem, doesn't she?
Maybe. And you didn't
So
say what
it was
year
not
this
Lil'
was,
Kim then?
other
That's
than it was a
unfortunate.
BlackBerry.
No, the
and
other one,
that's the only thing we got.
well, I don't even want to say the
The
other
only
one.
guess I
thought you might
have,
have.
because you said a
That's
rapper,
fine.
Yeah.
is Lisa Left Eye Lopez.
Yeah, that would have been my guess right there, but that is incorrect.
Okay.
Oh. It's a good guess. I
All
like
right,
that.
I'm going to give you 3 songs, and if you can get it based on that, you get an extra point, or you get a point.
Get
One
a point.
Touch Me, Tease Me, Hot Spot, Get Me Home, Rapper,
I think these are just things that you say to your neighbors after hours.
Touch me, tease me. Hot spot.
Get me home.
Get me home.
Get me home.
Like, you're already in here. We're already. Just follow the tracks. You'll get back home. Wow, I know none of those.
None of those?
None of those.
Hot spot I would have known, for sure.
Seriously?
Hot spot, I love the song.
Oh, okay.
Hotspot. Not.
Not
Am I going to be
spot.
embarrassed that I don't know based on? Okay.
No, I can't say. I can't say.
You're in our age
I can't
range,
say
so
even at her height that it was like.
Because those
Is
are
she
not
tall?
popular.
Well,
like,
at
they
the
don't-
height of her career, I wouldn't even say it was like the equivalent of TLC, where you just knew,
Yeah, it's not like Waterfall.
like
or-
you knew the songs, just
Yeah.
backwards and forwards.
I don't know. I don't know. Lil Kim.
I mean, okay, that wasn't bad. That was a
All
pretty
right.
good guess,
Yeah.
but no, that's incorrect.
I said that.
You did say that
Oh,
the
you did.
first
I
round?
did say that.
All
You
right.
said it the first round?
Said it
Would you
first
say
I mean,
the
you guys
second
could
round?
have.
Or you didn't get a second round guess yet. He is.
I mean,
he
at
gets
least
one
take a
more
shot
guess.
at a
Yeah.
female rapper.
I
I mean, not with a gun, not with a gun.
I thought you were
No.
going to say, like, give her a
Although,
like,
given
try
that we're
and get
talking
her.
about bad neighborhoods, I
right.
Take a shot at a female rapper. Come
mean,
on.
take a shot. You never know.
You never know. She might say yes.
She could say
Just
yes.
take a shot.
Just playing the numbers game, man.
Yeah.
Try it out.
Odds.
Why the hell not?
Eventually, one of them's going to go, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe
Maybe.
Lil Kim, maybe. Huh?
Maybe. I'm gonna go with Missy Misdemeanor Elliott.
See, I thought you would think that, and no.
Oh, bitch.
I never would have thought that.
The correct answer was Foxy Brown.
Oh, that's the other bitch I was
Never
thinking
would've
of.
got that.
All right. 8. Number 8. This actor was accused of
No
trying
points that
to
round.
run them all.
Nope.
Oh,
Sorry, what?
man. Another typo.
Okay.
I really put this together like the last minute before I got here.
I can read.
All right. This actor was accused of trying to run his neighbors out of their 6-story townhouse. He lived upstairs. The neighbors lived downstairs.
Mr. Furley
The neighbors
In the kitchen.
shared
with
with the
lead
candles.
Butter
pipe.
knife.
The neighbors shared the townhome with the actor and claimed that the actor's renovations led to damage to their home. Court papers then referred to the actor as rude, foul-mouthed fat man.
Ooh.
Yeah.
The actor is a rude, foul-mouthed fat man. We got a clue. At least in their
Jackie-
estimation.
and now that
At least in their
and
estimation.
now that you know renovations were a part of it, you could probably say it was like a wrench with a wrench.
I have a legitimate
So
answer
Mr.
now.
Furley
Oh.
in the dining room with
With
a
a wrench.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Jackie Gleason.
Jackie Gleason. Good guess.
I would assume that he's not a nice person.
He's wielding a wrench and he's running
Yeah, he's
around.
like to the moon, Alice.
Loud and fat.
Son of a bit.
He's like, renovation
I
my
gotta-
ass.
yeah, I gotta get that better
It's
geek.
Ty Pennington.
A
Boo.
better buzzer. I gotta get a
There
better
is a
buzzer.
better buzzer.
There's
Get
a better buzzer.
You want that one?
I do like
can,
that one.
I can email that one to you.
Really believe-
I'll find it. It's like I said,
Just
this
get it at
it
Radio
came
Shack.
with the
It's
app.
fine. Just
So,
get it at Radio
whatever.
Shack.
Like the computer came with the app, so it was worth it, right?
The app came with a computer
It was a 99
Computer came with
cent
the
app. I got a computer.
for only $12.99.
In 3 easy payments.
Shipping and handling.
Sarah.
So, okay.
Sarah.
Loud.
Santa Clarice.
Is that a clue?
No.
Okay. Then don't do that.
Sir Anthony Hopkins.
Somebody. Was it Picard?
Clarice.
Picard?
It was not Picard.
Damn it. I don't have an answer.
All right.
Clue time.
You get yourselves ready because this is going to be the point where you're going to get the correct
shit.
answer.
Oh,
Oh,
boy.
I'll-
First
ready,
one I
raise
hear.
your
You
hand.
ready? You ready?
Yep.
Suck it, Alex.
Really?
Suck it, Alex.
Suck it,
Will
Trebek.
Ferrell?
Oh, is it Trebek?
Well, suck it, Trebek.
That
Yeah.
was great.
All right,
clue.
it's
We
you.
got it right.
You're in.
Yeah. Go ahead, Sarah. You said it was.
Yeah,
You
I said Will Ferrell?
Yeah.
No.
No. Oh, okay.
But
But
Um,
go ahead.
Sean Connery.
there you go.
The OG that was the intent of
That's
Suck
1
It,
point?
Trebek.
Again, I forgot.
Oh
to,
my God, that
I
wasn't
forgot to
even
co-
him. Duh.
I forgot to come up with hints, so I'm like,
You were on
I'll
the fly.
Just
Fuck it, it's,
yeah.
Wait,
suck
was
it,
that the
whatever
answer
your
then?
That
face
was Sean Connery.
Okay.
It was Sean Connery.
And actually, who played
Sean
Sean Connery? Because it was not Will Ferrell.
No, it was
he
not.
played Trebek. But you said Trebek, and that's why I went,
Well,
wait,
I said
what?
Alex, and he
But-
corrected me with Trebek.
All right, this was just a fuck storm all the way around. But
A fuck,
fuck storm. A fuck
well,
storm.
it kind of sounds like the situation that was going on in their 6-story townhouse. 6-story townhouse.
That doesn't make. Wow,
I know.
That's not a townhouse.
Really,
That's not a townhouse.
That's a McMansion.
You are a former celebrity if you're living in what you think is a 6-story townhouse, which is really just a fucking apartment on the 6th floor. Were you in the penthouse
Well,
of an apartment building?
and it says, I mean, if it was 2 neighbors, you're talking about 3 floors to Sean Connery, and then three floors to the other to the couple.
Connery.
I mean, that's a fucking house. That's not a townhouse. That's a house. That's a mansion. That's
But what if it was
some
like
big ass shit?
What if it was like 6 stories and
Big-ass
every
shit.
floor,
Damn
every
straight.
story was just open
Its own
floor plan?
house?
And yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
Well, then
Sean
it's a
Connery
parking
lives up
garage.
here. Whoever lives over here, Dax Shepard lives over here, and
Right.
then
Pauly Shore lives
Pauly
over
Shore
there.
lives over there, right?
God, could you imagine if all those fuckers lived together?
Hmm.
Justin Bieber's over on the 2nd floor.
Chris Brown.
Oh, Chris Brown.
Michael Vick's downstairs with the dogs.
That was the other name I was thinking of, but he didn't. Yeah, he said.
Pauly Shore in the middle of all.
Hey, buddy.
Oh my God, I
Whoa,
think I
don't
would.
wheeze this juice.
Can't you just put all the bad ones together in the same building?
He's Pauly Shore, by the way, is coming to Michigan. He's going to be in the. He's going to be in the capital city.
He heard us talking about
He
it.
heard us talking.
He's like,
about
I'm relevant.
That's what he said.
All right, 2011.
Ooh.
2011. This actor was arrested
there was
after
more.
he cursed at a neighbor, threatened to beat him to a pulp, and then later knocked on his door and invited him to a street fight.
Ooh.
Hello.
Sarah,
Hi.
You want to come on out for a street fight?
We're gonna have a street fight around after brunch time. If you want to come, it's a BYOB brass
Bring your-
knuckles.
BOYBK.
I have a pineapple, and I'm not
God.
afraid to use it. So this was, an actor or singer.
2011.
Leprechaun. Actor.
Gene Hackman.
Shit.
Has not done a movie as far as I know in years.
Okay.
So Gene Hackman still fits.
It does.
He's kind of dead.
Definitely.
Kind of makes things difficult.
Definitely. I would say
Look.
one of the movies I'd say all 3 of us
Deep
are
fakes.
most likely a fan of. All 3 of us are most likely a fan of from the 80s.
Was it
One
Chevy
movie.
Chase? Was it Chevy
I
Chase?
wouldn't be surprised if it was Chevy Chase because he's kind of a.
He's
From
kind
what
of a
I hear,
grumpy.
he's kind of
He's kind of grumpy.
Yeah, he can be there.
He's kind of a jerk to work with,
I'm
from what
going
I
with
understand.
Chevy
But no,
Chase.
that is incorrect.
Fine.
Michael McKean.
Closer.
Well, that's it. Wow.
All right, here's your hints. You ready?
Yes.
Appeared
yes.
in-
Yeah,
no.
wait.
Appeared in
Wait.
Yep.
Okay, now I'm ready.
Go ahead.
Weird Science.
No, I thought I was ready.
Johnny Be Good.
Anthony Michael Hall.
Yeah.
Hey!
You get a
Didn't we
point.
just talk
You get a
about
point.
people that have all first names?
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, he's got Hall
Off
there.
mic.
we were talking
Oh.
about. Well,
Anthony
yeah.
Michael
I'm not gonna call my kid
Hall.
Hall.
Well, we did talk about guys with 3
Fine,
names.
whatever.
I'm not going to call my kid
Guys
Hall.
with 3 names. Fine.
But it started off with, guys with 2 first names like Chuck Todd,
Okay, that's where
and
it
now
was.
Anthony Michael Hall, another 3 names.
All right. Number 10. This music diva has been accused of placing no parking signs all around her property, as well as using an apartment as a dance studio where she was sued for all the noise and wall rattling that came from with hours of daily rehearsal.
Tony.
Sony is incorrect. Oh, go ahead.
I'm glad I get
diva.
second chance
You
on this one.
diva.
I'm going to go with Taylor Swift. Go.
I'm gonna go with a Madonna.
Well, that's a good answer.
That is correct.
Oh,
Wow. Wow. Do you guys want to know what my hint was?
I'm giving myself
this
an
was my
applause.
favorite
Like the
hint,
biggest
and I don't
applause.
even get to use it.
Nope. Moving on.
Moving
no, I'm
on.
just kidding. Go for it.
The hint is she is from Michigan, but wouldn't admit it if you asked her.
Yeah, that's
Oh yeah,
a good
no.
clue.
She thinks she's from somewhere in
She thinks
Europe
she's
or
from
something.
England.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's some fucking material girl, whatever. You know, apparently she lived on
We're not bitter at all, Madonna.
No,
No.
Apparently she
Madonna.
lived on popcorn while she was on her own. Like, that was one of the 3 things that
In
she
her New
lived
York
on.
experience.
Whatever it was. When she
Yeah.
ran away, she didn't have any money.
Yeah.
She lived on, I don't know, popcorn
she
and then
did.
2 other things.
Yeah.
But
Ice.
it's
Ice
ice
chips.
is nice. And if you let it thaw,
You get
let it thaw,
you get a pretty good drink.
you get a really good drink.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really refreshing beverage.
I got 3 points.
All right, final question here. Tony, this is your chance to tie it up.
Hooray!
Sarah,
Damn it! All right.
your chance
Oh,
to
you
get
could run away.
Oh, and I just
attack
take
like,
off.
or go like a runaway train. All right, 1990, the front man of this well-known band was playing his music way too loud. One of his neighbors in L.A. condo told him to turn it down. In response, he allegedly snatched her car keys and threw them out of a sliding glass door to the ground below. And then he snatched her bottle of wine from her hands, emptied it, which I'm not sure why he emptied it, but afterwards he hit her over the head with a bottle of wine.
Jesus.
Okay.
But that's the thing, is he was kind of courteous because he emptied it.
It was like, was it already
I'm
open?
going to hit you
Or
with
did
this
he, like,
bottle
go
of
to get-
wine,
Yeah.
but I don't want to get, I don't want it to be messy all over.
Bottle
Did he get a
of
bottle opener
wine,
first and
make
like
it feel
open
no,
it
fine.
and
no,
then?
I didn't. You know,
That's
it didn't
crazy
say,
times.
but that's actually a good
It's really
point.
creative.
Or did he? Was it a screw
Like,
cap?
like he
It was
probably
a cheapy screw
probably
cap.
even had
Yeah.
like the waiter, like the towel over his wrist,
Give me that bottle. I'm gonna open this
and then hit you over the head with
and
it.
then honk.
All right, 1990, front man,
Respectively.
well-known
When
band.
did you become
It's
I don't
in
English?
know.
L.A. That should help you.
Go ahead, Sarah.
No, you go ahead.
I was going to say Anthony Kiedis.
Axl Rose. Did I do it?
Sarah with the win.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah. Get the fuck out of here. I mean, yay.
Yeah, I only had one song listed there for a hint. Welcome to the Jungle. I figured
You're like,
you guys
sweet
would be
child
all
of
over that
mine.
shit.
you
Yeah,
know,
pretty much.
Appetite.
Paradise City.
Hey, anybody got an appetite for this question?
Anybody got an appetite for a pineapple?
Anybody got an appetite? It's a spaghetti incident over here.
You know, all you have to do is just
all you
use your illusion once or twice.
One,
you know?
2.
1/2 times.
Oh.
Ah.
All right, once again, to
Don't be a duff.
reiterate,
We used alleged as much as we could.
do
That's
not,
to reiterate.
You did great with the
Do not
allegeds.
beleaguer your neighbors. Be good to them. Be good to each other.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a pretty simple thing to do, and God, make the world a better place, right?
Absolutely.
There it is.
Yeah.
Thanks as always to listening, and you can always connect with us. In fact, like I said, I'd really like to hear preferably some comically good bad neighbor stories.
Yeah.
So if you've got one,
Like nobody's hurt, just random shenanigans.
right.
Maybe not so great.
Or maybe how you dealt with it. Maybe you were childish about it, but you... Like, I caught this story about somebody in Alaska. They were doing doll heads.
What
They were
the
putting,
hell?
yeah, they were putting like doll heads on spikes outside of this neighbor's, like beside the neighbor's house.
Ew.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ
Creepy.
of Latter-day Saints. You gotta be
Creepy, yet a little bit funny. A little bit funny. I'm just saying.
a little bit?
Anyway, we would love to hear your bad neighbor stories, so you can always email us at.
There's a better podcast at gmail.com.
And if you want to find us on Twitter,
There is a better. The number one.
and of course you can catch us on Instagram at There Is a Better
Just one better.
Podcast. Remember, whether you like us, whether you love us, or whether you hate us, we are proof that
There
There
is
is
a
a better
better podcast.
podcast.